guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sharing with you my May favorites. I feel like it was just yesterday I posted my April favorites, and I do have to say it was kind of hard for me to come up with favorites for May because everything that I mentioned for April I loved through May, and I'm still loving it. Today is June 1st, and you know, it was just really hard to find things that I didn't already mention. So there are a few things that I did add for this month that I've really been loving, or things that I have already kind of been like my staples, but I just extra love them this month, or maybe find a different way to use them or whatever. I'll explain more when I get there. But I have 2 perfumes, 3 makeup brushes, and the rest is makeup, but not too much stuff. I think I have like under 10 products. But anyway, let's start off with the perfume. So the first one is, of course, my Versace Bright Crystal. I love this perfume. I got this for my birthday in October in a set from George. It came with this shower gel and lotion. I do have to say, for fragrances, I would definitely get them at like a department store versus like Ulta or Sephora, unless it's exclusive to there. Like a lot of perfumes are, you know, at Sephora. But Ulta, I feel like they really jack up their prices because to get a full-size bottle and then the set, it was definitely cheaper to get it at wherever he got it than at Ulta. So anyway, I love this scent. This is so good. I fell in love with this scent when I started working at Ulta. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous scent and definitely worth the money. Love that one. The next one is the Very Hollywood by Michael Kors. This is an old scent. This is my 3rd bottle. This is a full-size bottle, and I've gone through 2 others prior. And it's been years since I've been able to find this. I guess they discontinued it, and I found it at a TJ Maxx months ago. And I just remember like perusing through like, you know, their clearance and their beauty products, and I saw this sitting there on the shelf, and I was like, it's like in a coral box with gold lettering on it, and I just grabbed it. Realized that it was a full size on clearance for $35. It's probably been sitting there for so long because it's been years. Oh, and it smells so good. It's a nice, strong scent, kind of like not similar to the Versace, but like how it stays on all day. That's what I love about both of these perfumes, because I cannot stand spending money on perfume and you smell it for like an hour, if that, and then you can't smell it all day. Like these 2 perfumes, they stay on all day long, and then if you were to like rewear a sweatshirt or a shirt from the day before or whatever, you can still smell it on your clothes or like your scarf or whatever. I just love these perfumes. So I'm so happy I was able to find this. If they had 2 full-size bottles, I would have bought 2. That's how much I love this perfume, and sad that they discontinued it. So I'm happy to have it in my life again, because that was my all-time favorite perfume. I've never repurchased a perfume so many times in my life, and that is it. So love. I feel like I'm saying whatever a lot, so I'm sorry. The makeup brushes, I'm loving this It one. It came in a set that I got at Ulta when I worked there. It was like a Mother's Day set, and it, like the case would like fan open into a heart. Anyway, I got 3 brushes. It was on sale for like $19 with my discount, ended up being like $14-15 or whatever. But anyway, this is like the blush powder brush, and it is so soft. I use this to apply my, where did it go? My Laura Geller powder. Swirl it all over my face. I love it. Super soft brush. And then I love this Sephora powder brush. Got this in a set as well a couple years ago. I've been loving this for bronzer. Love this for bronzer. This is what been using for months. I need to really clean my brushes. I mean, I've cleaned it in months, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I love this for bronzer. When I apply powder, I stamp my powder on my face using my e.l.f. Kabuki brush. I've been doing that for years and years and years and years and years. I've been doing that because I feel like if you use a regular brush and you're like sweeping it, it leaves like, you can see the brush strokes, and it just like leaves your foundation just not looking smooth and like airbrushed. And with that e.l.f. one, I can just stamp it in. You know what I mean? And then I'll use this and go over with the Laura Geller. So next brush is an eye one. This is from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I love this brush. I use this every single day. I used it today. I use it when I use the palette, when I don't use the palette. This is just awesome. Sometimes the crease one does shed a little bit, which stinks, but yeah, I wonder if she has a full-size one of this brush, because I need it in my life. But I love this duo. Like, if she sold these individually, I would rebuy them. Like, repurchase, like, buy 5 more, even if it's still shedded. I love it so much. I love. Okay, into makeup. I've been really using this Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I rotate through all of them, although I used the Laura Geller one today because I just wanted some added moisture. This has alcohol in it, so it tends to dry your skin out just a little teeny weeny bit, but I don't notice a problem with it. It says oil-free, paraben-free, temperature control technology. I love this. I feel like my makeup looks bomb when I use this, even when I refresh throughout the day. And honestly, I only have a little bit left. So I love this stuff, and I do have a backup. My Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I was trying to figure out if I mentioned this already in my April favorites, because again, everything I loved in that video, I'm still loving now, but I was like fast forwarding and I didn't see that I mentioned this, but I've been loving this all month long. It is just gorgeous. I've been still going in between my Bare Minerals one, the It Cosmetics one that I mentioned in April. I'll link that video below for you guys if you haven't seen it, because again, that's still an extension to my favorites for this month. But yeah, I made pan bigger. I love this. It smells so good. I've been kind of going through my makeup and like getting rid of certain things, and the bronzers was some of the bronzer category was one of them where I got rid of I wanted to at least get rid of like 4 to 5 bronzers. And I think I might have gotten rid of like 6, but this will probably be the only like drugstore bronzer I would ever repurchase. It is just so nice and I love it. Next, this is Bare Minerals Duo. I talked about this before in many videos. I actually hit pan on it. I actually have been mixing both of these with my brush, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then highlighting underneath my eye and setting my concealer. And I've been loving it. I do have to watch out though, because I'm using a brush. So sometimes if I have my concealer and I go too fast with that brush, I will drag my concealer slash foundation and it'll have brush strokes, and it just can be a mess. So you really have to wait for the cream, the liquid, to set. So I've been loving it. I've been getting a great highlight underneath my eyes, and it just looks so beautiful. And it's everything that I wanted the Laura Mercier brightening powder to be. And I'm trying to use that up, but today I was like, no, I need to use this because I've been loving this so much. So I've just been loving the mixture of both of these back and forth together, and it just looks gorgeous. And I mean, I love them by themselves, but lately that's how I've been using it, and I love this duo. So I can't believe I hit pan on the matte side. I'm so excited. So this has been in my everyday drawer since I've got it about a year ago now, and I love it. Definitely worth the money. Another powder is the Laura Mercier. This is what I use to basically set my face every single day. Sometimes I use the Wet n Wild what is that called? Wet n Wild Photo Focus Press Powder. This came out this year. This is good, although my makeup does look pretty good, but by the end of the day, I would think by like the 6th hour, my makeup is starting to look cakey when I use this. So not the best, but pretty good if you are going out, whatever, like not all day wear. That's a pretty good powder, but any more than 6 to 8 hours for me, it's starting to make my face look a little bit cakey. But anyway, I love this Laura Mercier. I'm almost done, as you can tell. I'm kind of sad about it. I will be repurchasing this once my 6 months of no makeup buying is done, which I'm so proud of myself. It's almost, in a couple of days, it's going to be 2 months. 2 months and so no makeup. Like, what? So anyway, super excited. I love this powder. It just sets my face really, really good. Never makes myself look powdery or cakey or anything. It just looks phenomenal. Next thing is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster in Ultra Black. I have this on today, and I love this. This is like the easiest eyeliner ever. When I worked at Ulta, and I would have girls, all ages, ladies, women, be like, I need a liquid eyeliner because I want to do a cat eye. And I'm like, yep, this is it. I would sell so many of these. I'm like, this is the best. It's so easy. And then they would come back and they're like, you were so right. And I would even tell them, bring it back if you don't like it. You know what I mean? Just keep your receipt. So, yeah, amazing. Love, 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 love. This also comes in brown as well. I just love it. It's awesome. Only 2 more products left. I have the Benefit Rockateur Blush. I don't have this on today. I have Laura Geller one on, but anyway, I hit actually itty bitty pan in the center there, but yeah, I love the way they smell, and I love this. This is just gorgeous. The one day I was just looking for like a nice kind of like rose goldy blush, and this was it. It's kind of like, it's this really nice pink rose gold kind of effect to it, and it looks really gorgeous on, but it's not like an ugly rose gold. I know some people either love this or hate it, so, but I think it's a gorgeous blush. I've had this since it came out, and it is amazing. They did come out with a mini for the California one, so, and it's the same amount of, it's literally like half the amount of product for half the price, which I love, because sometimes when they do minis, it's actually like, the per ounce is like really jacked up in price, obviously. But I love the fact that Sephora and Ulta, a lot of their minis are exactly half the amount of product for half the price. So why ever buy a full size, especially if you're a makeup junkie? You know what I mean? Unless it's like your favorite product and you use it all the time and blah, blah, blah. But for a blush, I'd rather get half the product for half the price, honestly, because I'm never going to use up a full blush. I mean, I might eventually, but I'd rather just get the minis. All right, last but not least is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I've been loving this. Obviously still loving my Naturally Pretty, but this I've been wearing a lot this month. I have this on today. Yesterday, I did this beautiful sunset eye. That was probably the best like eye makeup I've ever done. And that's the thing, when it comes to eye makeup, you really need to have the time, and that's when it really comes out to be the best eye look ever. But yesterday I spent the time and it was beautiful. Today I was kind of in a rush. But anyway, yeah, I love this palette so much. I really want to get that Natasha Denona Sunset palette, but for one, I don't know who Natasha Denona is, and that's just a lot of money. $129 for that palette, limited edition, and I'm like, ugh. But you know what I thought? Even if it was $60, I still don't think I would buy it, because this is still so close to it. It's not an exact same. It's not a dupe by any means. And, you know, obviously quality, I have no idea. And I'm not saying that Natasha Denona stuff is not good, because I watch plenty of people, Trish, Glitterly Life, why can I not say her name? Oh my God, whatever. Anyway, Trish, I will link her channel below. She's she works for Natasha Denona, and I trust Trish's opinion so much, but I just, for myself, I can't like justify it. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh, it's a little much. But I don't think they're a dupe. Obviously, I don't know about quality difference and all that, and how, you know, her stuff might be better, blah, blah, blah. But for me, $129, I'd rather buy a handbag. I mean, I'd rather spend the money on something else, especially, you know, maybe if I didn't have this palette, or I didn't have as much makeup as I already do, and like, I just can't justify it, just because that's just a lot of money. So anyway, a lot of people are saying to buy this palette, and I already have this palette, and I just feel like some of those shades in there obviously aren't the same ones in here and whatnot, but anyway, I'm just really happy with this palette. I would love to get that Sunset palette. Trust me, the makeup crazy person in me wants it so bad, but I'm like, for one, I can't buy makeup for 6 months because I promised myself, and I'm not letting myself down. And two, $129, ooh, that's a lot of money. But I don't know who she is. I should probably look her up. But I've heard great things about her makeup line, but I personally just don't have the funds, and I'd rather spend my money somewhere else. So, yeah, but I've been loving this palette a ton. So, but if you can afford it and you want to try it out, totally try it out and let me know how you like it, and maybe tag me in a video or whatever. But I've been watching so many tutorials on that palette. Honestly, it's even just get more inspiration to use this palette, because, you know, it's kind of on the same lines, but they're both different, but yeah, I don't know. But I love that palette too. It just looks so pretty. Anywho, not sure why this video is so long, because I didn't even talk about that much stuff, but I will see you guys all later in the next video. Bye guys.